Alright guys, I'm going to film my collection and show you what I have. Some of this stuff is my wall of shame, some of it's not, because I've really been doing this a little over a year. And I've messed some things up and also done some things right. So anyways, where this all started was this one here. The previous owner left this Craftsman boys axe, and still says Craftsman. Focus. Yeah, see, I'm not good at making videos. There we go. Still says Craftsman on the handle. Anyways, I picked it up and the head fell off of it. So the first thing I did was I went to the hardware store and got a wood wedge and a metal wedge to fix it. And it's a little chewed up here too, but didn't do it right. That's what I came up with. But the tongue, the front part of the tongue kind of broke off a little bit down in there, so it left a little bit of a void, and I pounded in the metal wedge. Didn't know what I was doing, but that's it. That's what he left. That's why I started this. I started looking up videos on how to hang an axe, Hafton, and that's when I found Iron Ox Axe and Tool, and through him I found Lionhead Restorations. So that's kind of where this started. So here we got a Vaughn. This is Vaughn Carpenter's hatchet, and it's like the second one that I did, and I tried to make it look kind of like a tomahawk and hung it proud. Anyways, this handle that it's on is actually from a full-size axe handle, but it was broke, and I took the bottom part that wasn't broke and hung it on that. And then this is the first sheath that I made with just stuff from Hobby Lobby. These are the Hobby Lobby, or Michael's, one of those two, the rivets and the snaps. There's a weld in there, but ain't coming off. Have not tried to do stitching yet, although I did buy some things to start to learn and practice. Haven't started yet. And this is a Craftsman. Hung it proud. I forget what I put in there. I don't remember what all wedges I put in. And I tried this style mask, sheath, whatever you want to call it. And it's a little tight. Some of these I started to file with, or sharpen with a file, but I blued this, and it's on a Craftsman handle. It's an eBay find. Yep, I put that big old hole in there. Probably shouldn't have. But again, this is like veg tan leather from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I might have ordered this off Amazon, and these are just snaps, no stitching, thin leather. Oh, and I should say, when I started doing this, I'd buy an axe head, and I wouldn't just hang on to it. I wanted to hang it like right away. Like, let's get a handle from the hardware store, or try to save the original handle if I could, whatever. I just wanted to hang it right away. So I don't have a lot of heads. I hung everything. Then I got this Craftsman. It's a boys axe head. It's actually, I think it's actually identical to the one that the previous owner, yeah, it's the same thing. And I put this on a Whiskey River 19 HC, and This is wrapped. There's nothing wrong with the handle, and it's not glued on there. I just thought it looked kind of cool. But I kind of just wanted to do this to learn how to haft, and then learn how to make a handle then eventually too, just because, you know, the world's kind of looking crappy sometimes, and I just figured it would be a nice skill to have, to actually be able to make a handle, sharpen an axe, and just use hand tools. What if there's no electricity? This here is a paper label plum boy's axe. I tried to stain it with like Minwax, and when I put the linseed oil on it, kind of bleeds, the stain bleeds out. But as I'm putting the linseed oil, you can see it kind of collected more down here at the palm swell and a little bit up here closer to the head. And then this, basically, I tried making a mask without stitching or anything. Then I put a cross wedge in it. First time trying that. I'm not the greatest at making these videos, guys, but bear with me. Blued it and just sharpened it with a file for now. I do have a little Vaughn 1x30 grinder, sander that I can sharpen stuff with. This is that Prandy that you guys seen in a previous video. This is the first handle that I tried to make out of a piece of walnut, and I put poplar wedges in. I actually put two because I got them from the hardware store and they weren't wide enough, so I just cut one down. You can see it's a slightly different color, but yeah, first time. And it's a little thinner here, a little thinner there, thicker in the middle, so you can get a purchase down here and then you get a purchase up here. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool, but it is Prandy. 600 grams. It did say Prandy here, but I got linseed oil on it, and when I wiped it off, it was like painted on there, and it just took that off. So basically, I got these heads and I wanted to hang them right away. This is a Boy Scout hatchet. I kept the original handle. It didn't come with the sheath. Here's the original rivet, and you can see some stitching right here. And this sheath was actually off of something else, and it was all busted up. It was drilled, and somebody put bolts up here through it, and it fits this Boy Scout head better. So I put a welt in there, and then just used the smallest rivets that I could find that I had, and then a snap, and I kind of started messing with it. But yeah, you can see, but somebody like beat the crap out of the cheeks here. I don't know why. A little bit on that side. Put this back. It is a little sharp. I took it camping, but I didn't use it. It does fit on the belt though, which is kind of nice. Original handle that I just kept the patina on it. I just kind of cleaned it up, a little soap and water, and then I think I hit it with some steel wool, and then see, there's even a little bit of paint still on there. I just like the way it looked. It was wrapped right here with like, I don't know, like a mastic tape or something. But I liked the patina on it. I just thought it was cool. And the fawn's foot is pretty sweet. Alright, here's another one. This is a Kelly or True Temper flint edge, and I found it in this shape. Hung it on a hardware store handle, but if you look at it, it's hard to tell because I can't get it on the picture. It's hung open too much, and see, I told you, wall shame. Some of these I just cut off flush because I didn't know what I was doing. But that was the first True Temper that I did, and you know, it has those eye ridges, and they kind of suck. But So I have that one. And then this last one here, I didn't put this hole. This hole was in here, but this is a Norland. This is how I found it. Genuine Norland. You can still see that, like the reddish Japanning. I think this was the camper, although it doesn't say it on the back. And it still has some of that original tape or paint. Is paint. But yeah, original handle. That hole was there when I bought it. I did nothing to it except for clean it up, put a little bit of linseed oil on the handle. This one I definitely would not trade though. This is staying in the collection for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. We got this plum. And this guy, the place where I found these, there's a lot of them where they were put in evaporust, and then they look like crap. But I did re-blue this. But it's what is it, 4 pounds? Oh no, it's 4.2. 4.2, yeah. And like an idiot, I cut it off flush. That is a walnut wedge in this stuff. But this is a Liam Hoffman handle, the 32 curvy, 32C, whatever they call it. It's the curvy one. I mean, I got enough here. I can rehang this and fix it, but alright, so that's what I got in here. Now I'll take you out to my workshop and show you what I have out there. Alright guys, we'll start with this one. This is a True Temper Perfect. Lighting kind of sucks. True Temper Perfect double bit with the phantom bevels. This is where I started getting a little bit better. But I took this handle. I found this handle for 15 bucks and at a flea market, and I had to thin it down. It was like this thick the whole way down, even the tongue. I had to thin it down, but put a poplar wedge in it. Well, put a poplar wedge in it. And I have used this. It's actually, I mean, it's not super sharp. It ain't cutting hairs or nothing, but I just did that with a file. But it's 4 pound. I don't know what it weighs now. It's probably not. It's stamped 4 right here. And I think it almost looks like there's a 4 right there, but anyways, I took, oh yeah, this is ash. And I took and antiqued this with the vinegar and steel wool. And I caught a little bit of it here when I was sharpening it and had to sand it back down, so I need to kind of fix that. But there's that one. All the other handles were hickory except for that walnut one. Take you over here. There's a maul, axe head eye maul that I found for like $3. Yeah, when I was hanging it, tongue kind of chipped there a little bit, but anyway, it says 6 pounds on it. Didn't weigh it. Put it on the original handle. I've used it. It works pretty well. Here is double oval Craftsman eBay find. Came on this handle. This is the original handle. I kind of kept the patina, but rehung it. It's kind of busted up here pretty bad, so I cut a little bit of this off because these chips. I mean, it was going to split. It was pretty bad. But anyways, it's also got a lot of toe damage. Ryan, or I mean Nate calls it toe jam. You can see it. But Yeah, and then look, I didn't even realize, but when I hung this and then I cut everything off, there was a nail still in the side of the tongue here. I didn't even realize, and that void doesn't go down very far. Probably not even as down to the head. All right, now this one, Ames stores sold these back in the, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, but it's a paper label plum cruiser. This measures 5/8 thick and 2 1/4 inches wide. So it's definitely a cruiser. It wasn't in really good shape. But I fixed it up as best I could. I haven't used it, but I have 2 of them actually. So there's that one. And then I have one here. Same head. Sorry guys. Which I started to drill. I haven't messed around with it, but I was going to take this off and hang it on a handle that I make. And then I decided to do that some other time. Because here's the handle that it came with. It is all beat up. It's all chipped. It wasn't worth saving. And you can't, I don't know, you can see how it's bowed. Pretty bad. Plus it's all chipped and broke, so I just cut it off. And there's a homemade pickerine down there in the corner on a older style handle. I have this oval Craftsman hatchet that I got and hung like right away. I have this Craftsman boy's axe that Nate hung for me. Definitely will never trade this. But I'm showing you my collection so you guys see it. I also have this W.C. Kelly Perfect from Ryan at Lionhead Restorations from a trade. I love that lion on the back of the palm swell. That is sweet. This I'll never trade. I have Tommy axe, and I made this handle for it. I've used this. I'm going to actually thin this palm swell down a little bit. It's too big. There's actually too much weight on the end of it. But this thing's pretty sharp. Hung that. Never trade this either. And using it. I will use it again. And right here, I have an original Tommy axe that I got, well, right after Nate and I said we would make a trade. I found this on eBay, so it was back last fall. And it does have a slight chip right here out of the claws. So, but this is original handle because you can see where it's octagonal and then it comes down into more of an oval. And it's, I mean, it's pretty beat up and it's chewed up. But the head is in nice condition other than that chip. And I mean, there's some pole damage, of course, but I don't know. I might trade that, maybe. I have, this is a True Temper Red Warrior hatchet, but it doesn't say True Temper or Red Warrior on it anywhere. And that's where that sheath from the Plum Boy Scout hatchet came off of. That was where they drill holes and put some bolts in it, and yeah. So I put it on like a hammer handle kind of style. But yeah. Oh yeah, I have this Holtz Brooks that I got in a trade from Lionhead Restorations, and that I will not trade that either. That stays. Then I have this Snow and Neely that I've been using. That's all beat up, and it does kind of say, you can kind of make out where it said Snow and Neely there on the handle. So I'm just going to put some like paracord wrap over this. Just keep using it. Why? Well, you know, we got that big metal edge in there. I mean, it's all original, and if I wrap that up, I can keep using it. Might as well use it till it breaks or whatever. But yeah, that's it. I have one more axe, and that's the one that I'm fixing up for my brother-in-law. So I'm not going to show you guys because I think he watches this, and I don't want him to see it. All right, well, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I have this pickeroon. Found this pickeroon, and yeah, there was a hole in there, and it came with this exact bolt. So I just stuck it, and there was a hole here. Didn't have a screw in it, but I hung it on that same walnut. So I also have that. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Guys, I forgot about these two heads out here. I have this carpenter's hatchet, and it just says winter on it. Never did anything with it. I do have this 4-lug. No, I can't see. Yeah, 4-lug True Temper. Yeah, 4. There's a 4 stamp there, 4 stamp there. Bit is in pretty good condition. I found it like this. I think this is what, Dayton? Yeah, it is pretty sweet. Also have that. And one more in the house. I'll show you. Back in the house, I have this carpenter's hatchet, and it's hung on a full-size axe handle that was broke at one time, and it says, it's going to be hard to see, it's Eclipse, which I think plumb, yeah, it says drop forged Eclipse. Oh yeah, Eclipse is up there. Anyways, hung it a little bit better. Proud. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I found it at a yard sale, and it was literally hung on a stick. And there's my original kayak welded together with, those are TIG rods, bent. And it looks like a little kayak on the wall with paddles and everything, or a paddle and everything. A friend of mine made me that years ago.